Yes. Testing 1 2. Check. Testing 1 2.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to coverage here of the All-A Classic here, and Greg Horn's going to have your play-by-play today. William Warfield here courtside, and Greg, it's good to have you here on PrepSpin, and I know, from an Eagles fan perspective, we're surely excited about the Eagles' chances this year in All-A.
Yes, sir, William. Thank you for having me today. Glad to be a part of this. Excited for the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles to be able to be a part of this game today. I know that Coach Nate Valentine, I had him on my sports talk show on AM 1250 yesterday, and they're really excited about it. It's actually his first All-A Classic, but LCA, it's not their first time, but still, as you know, William, playing in the first game in a tournament like this, I'm sure there'll be a few pregame jitters.
Oh, absolutely. I think the team's playing well right now. They got good chemistry out there, and Coach Valentine seems to, be doing a great job with the team right now, especially working Matt Rose into the ball game.
There's no doubt about it. Matt Rose having an outstanding year for LCA, averaging 23 points a game, 8 rebounds. Matt's actually 14th in the whole state of Kentucky in scoring, even though he's 6'7" and obviously has to play a lot inside at that height. Got a great shooting stroke. Matt is 8th in the state. 8th in the whole entire state in free throw shooting at 87%. So, William, that's a real bonus when your leading scorer, a guy at 6'7", gets fouled at the end of the game and can make free throws.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of the opposing coaches this year, and they said that they wish they could have a guy like Matt on their team because he's pretty much unstoppable when you think about all the little things that he does that add up to the big things during the ball game.
He really does. It makes it great because he's going to get fouled a lot. And a lot of times big guys, not one of their strengths is free throw shooting, but with Matt, it's one of the best things he does. And one of the things that's even really more impressive on top of that is LCA is actually #1 in the state in free throw shooting percentage, making 80% of your free throws. So if this game was where Buckhorn defeated University Heights after University Heights had a big lead in the first half, Buckhorn came back and won 55-51. But if it's a close game, William, you got to make those free throws at the end. And with Lexington Christian as a team averaging 80%, that's a good sign.
Yeah, absolutely. And, free throws win ball games. You've heard that many, many times over, I'm sure. But, as long as LCA can hit from the line, I think they're in good shape this season, especially in this tournament. Looking at the bracket, Cuff Cap, they may be about the only team, I think, in the bracket that's going to be capable of beating LCA if LCA's on and working on all cylinders.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think LCA's got a strong chance to really do well in this tournament. Louisville Shawnee, who they're playing today, comes out of the 7th region, and they're a really athletic team, tremendous athletic teams from Louisville are. The record's only 10-9, but when you play in the same region as Ballard, Emmanuel, and Trinity, you're going to take a few L's.
Yeah, definitely. They're in a tough region, as is LCA, but you're right. Being over there in that Louisville area right there is, it's kind of like being in the 11th region. You never know who's going to come out of that. It's really anybody's guess, honestly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The 11th region is definitely really tough. It's one of the things that's been really impressive for LCA this year, and they intentionally scheduled a really tough schedule before you get into a lot of district play and region play. LCA is 15-6, but in the region, they are 8-1 in District 4, where it really matters. Doing really well this year, William.
They sure are, and again, that goes to Coach Nate Valentine doing all the right things this year. He picked up Brad Carter did an outstanding job. I felt like over the last few years that he's been the head coach at LCA. But Nate Valentine, he comes in here. He's got that college mentality. He knows what it takes to get the kids to the next level. We'll see if he can translate that into the high school field here.
But I agree with you totally on that, William. One of the things, after being at Transylvania for 9 years as an assistant coach under Brian Lane, one of the things that I know that Nate Valentine has tried to establish from toughness. And one of the things that LCA kids do is they play extremely hard. They've been a lot of physical games, and really the only game that felt like they kind of maybe got manhandle and struggle a little was against Louisville Trinity. But as a #1 ranked team in the state, a lot of people have had that problem.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Trinity, just one of those outstanding teams. Shawnee's going to have to deal with them later on in the season. But, you play a tough schedule this year, both LCA and Shawnee. So if you could take your bumps early in the season, that's great. But what really matters is when trophies are on the line, like this tournament here, and the big trophies on the line. I honestly think that the All-A, if LCA brought home an All-A state championship, that may just be as big to them as bringing home the big one, honestly.
Yeah. Being a lot of school, it started, small. It's just grown each year. I really agree with you. I think it would be a really, really special thing to these people. And it looks like the LCA is going to have a good crowd today. And, man, there's a lot of people in the end zone there for the LCA Eagles.
Yeah, there sure are. It looks like the student section, they come, they supported them well last year as well, but it looks like they're about a nice crowd tonight, or this morning.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're used to doing night games, aren't we?
Night games.
Well, this should be a really up and down. I talked to Coach Jason Mays, assistant coach Jason Mays with LCA during the Buckhorn game, and he was telling me that Shawnee's very athletic. They love to get up and down, but said they're kind of a streaky team. He said, either they're making threes or they're missing completely. It's kind of either or. So hopefully today, LCA's defense, which on the defensive end, they're limiting their opponents to only 54 points per game, William.
And that's big time. Yeah, that's huge because most our teams out there are averaging around the 70 mark, this season, and for LCA the whole team 16 points underneath the average. That's big time.
Yeah, and that's about where Shawnee is averaging in their points per game. So I know that LCA will try to come out and establish the tempo. One of the things that LCA does have, and as they've had in most games, they do have a size advantage with the height of Matt Rose and Drew Trimble and Trey King. Of course, Kyle Rode even has a small forward at 6'5". Not many high schools have a small forward at 6'5".
Or an 8th grader that's in the starting lineup. That's the other key to that. But he's outstanding. I mean, I don't think that I've ever seen a player come out there. And this is me doing this since 2007 and broadcasting a ton of games. Seeing a lot of basketball. I don't think I've ever seen an 8th grader as dominant as Kyle Rode can be.
Yeah,
and as he has, he's a phenomenal athlete out there.
Well, I'm with you, William, and I'm probably a little bit biased, but my younger brother's Darren Horn, and Darren had a nice career at Tate's Creek, Western, of course, and honestly, Kyle reminds me a lot of Darren. Darren wasn't 6'5", though.
Yeah.
He was about 6'1", but man, the thing I like about Kyle, not only does he have height, but man, he just has such a great mental understanding of the game and makes great passes and just is in the right place at the right time, it seems like.
Yeah, he's definitely, his game's going to grow a lot too, so that's the scary thing. He's already at the mountain right now, but he's going to get to the mountaintop one day soon, and as soon as he develops a little bit more, I think, ball handling skills out there. Now, don't get me wrong, he can bring the ball up the court and take it right to the basket on you, but it's some of the little things out there. Once he gets those corrected out there, and Coach Nate Valentine, he'll help him out, certainly with those little things that he needs to tweak a little bit. But Kyle Rode is going to be a media barnstorm by the time he becomes a junior in the season.
I agree with you, and I think, William, one of the things I'm excited about for LCA, obviously they're loaded this year with experience with 7 seniors, but man, there's a lot of guys coming back. Unfortunately, one of their best players, Trevor Hill, had that ACL that unfortunately I had to watch on PrepSpin. I had the flu, was watching a game on PrepSpin against Dunbar when he tore that ACL, but he'll be back next year. I talked to him. Camp's going great, and a guy that's been a real sleeper for them is that Trey King that comes off the bench, the sophomore.
Oh yeah, Trey King has really improved his game just this year. He played a little bit of summer basketball and really started to get some of his things tweaked there that he needed to work on. And Trey's just an outstanding talent for the Eagles. I'm looking forward to to his junior and senior year, but he's doing great things right now in his sophomore season.
Absolutely. David DeMarcus Jr. is a sophomore. David DeMarcus played at Sayre High School, and I believe he may still hold the all-time three-point goal record, and he's up in the top 1 or 2 at Center College, too, so he's got some good genes to work with.
Yeah, definitely. And, we're mentioning all of these players here for LCA right now, and, John Stein, he's done an outstanding job, I think, too, as well. Sometimes either off the bench, sometimes starting, but I think that he's done, some outstanding things. And then also for the Eagles, I think the biggest shot I think that's happened all season was the one that Joe Davis hit against Lafayette. Do you remember that shot?
That was a big one,
basket. That was huge, and that just gave him confidence. So it's going to be exciting to see how his game carries forward just off of that motivational shot right there.
No, you're exactly right. John Davis, outstanding player for LCA. He comes off the bench, gives him that spark, intensity. 5'11", but man, he is right in the other person's grill defensively, but shooting over 40% from three-point range. And I agree with you, man. Davis is an outstanding player for LCA. We appreciate you joining us. We'll get the starting lineups right now for Lexington Christian Academy and Louisville Shawnee right now. They're introducing their starting lineup. Number 1 is going to be Lloyd White. He's a 5'11" senior, plays guard for them. Wesley. Number 10 is a 6'4" senior. And also they have number 21, Joseph Jewell, who is a 6'7" senior. Ted Hall, one of the assistant coaches for Lexington Christian Academy, that I believe he's got a football scholarship with Indiana State. So, William, I'm sure we're going to expect him to be.
He's got a nice broad shoulders out there, and he looks like he can back up a guy or two out there. So, some of the bigs there for LCA, Drew Trimble, perhaps maybe today.
All right. Also for Louisville Shawnee, we'll have DeQuan Pitney, is a 5'8" forwarder. It's a strong penetrator. And then last but not least for Louisville Shawnee, number 25 is Jonas Griffith. He's a strong rebounder for Louisville Shawnee, and he is a 6'4" senior. Well, for the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles, they're going to be starting in the backcourt their senior point guard leader, John Stein. Then also with him is Benton Nybert. He's a 6'2" senior. Then Matt Rose, number 12, a 6'7" senior. Also Trimble, who's had double-doubles in the last 2 games, and actually both games in the All-8 regional tournament, so hope he will continue that. And then, who William and I talked about, the 6'5", 8th grader, Kyle Rhodes, being the last player to be introduced for LCA, so I think we're going to have a great game today.
I think this one's going to be a good old-fashioned, what we call a slobber knocker, if you will.
I like that. It's a really, really fun game to watch. We're glad that you tuned in. Greg Horn and William Warfield with you here on the PrepSpin Network. The Lexington Christian Academy Eagles get ready to take on Louisville Shawnee out of the 7th region. Louisville Shawnee 10-9, but some of those losses have been to teams in the top 20. They are in the same region as Louisville Ballard, number 1 ranked Louisville DuPont Manual, who's 17-3. So we're expecting an outstanding game. So William, let's put our seatbelts on and get ready, brother.
Hey, I'm ready. This game right here has got an opportunity to be one of the classics here in the first, not the first round, but the Sweet 16 of the tournament here. Both teams match up pretty well, and we're ready to roll.
All right. Well, we've got the tip-off, and Louisville Shawnee gets the tip, so we're ready to play.
Good hustle in the backcourt there to chase that ball down.
Yes, it was. Louisville Shawnee's got it. LCA opens up in a man-to-man defense. John Stein gets a steal on the wing. He's running the full court. He goes to the basket, and he is fouled.
He got out there. He telegraphed the pass there and was able to come up with it and did exactly what he should have done and try to create and get to the hoop.
First free throws off there. Obviously, I'm sure, William, a lot of nerves this early in the game.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that some of the players out there has got butterflies. Others, guys like Matt Rose and, have a little bit of experience in this.
LCA, looks like now they're playing a 2-3 zone possibly. Shawnee trying to work it around. They are a streaky shooting team. Don't shoot well consistently from the outside, but there's been some games where they've shot the lights out, so hopefully this is not one of those days for LCA. Ball inside. Shot is up. Foul there.
May see a lot of fouls early on in this one.
That's Drew Trimble's first foul.
Both teams trying to fill each other out a little bit here.
All right, First point of the game today. Gives Louisville Shawnee a 1-0 lead. Second free throw up. It's off. Rebound, Kyle Rowe. Benton Nybert shooting over 40% from three-point range, and he continues that hot shooting with the three ball for LCA. Something he's done all year, William.
He's got good range, no doubt about that.
That gives LCA a 3-1 lead here. Opening quarter of the All-A Classic. Still deflection by Kyle Rowe. Matt Rose in the front court, and he's fouled.
Well, already, you know, Coach Nate Valentine's already saw the weakness of Shawnee in this game. You can tell that they don't like the pressure, especially in the backcourt there, and they're going to be swarmed all day. Defense is going to be pretty legit today for LCA.
Well, that's unusual. Matt Rose, 87% free throw shooter, 8th in the state. But as we talked about, sure a few pregame jitters, but I feel confident saying this next one will go in. And it does. LCA up 4-1 here in the opening minute. Half of game, 6 minutes and 30 seconds here in the opening quarter. First round of the All-A Classic tourney here in Frankfort, Kentucky. William Warfield and Greg Horn here with you. LCA gets another turnover, doing a great job in the pressure defense. Kyle Rowe has it cornered, penetrates. Great pass inside to Drew Trimble for the layup.
What a pass. That was, it almost like the ball touched the palm of his hand and he just kind of flicked his wrist up and just made a quick contact with the ball for the pass there, almost Magic Johnson-like.
Yeah, I know you've done a lot of them. I have too, and one of the things I really like about this LCA team, William, is that they really are a great passing team, very unselfish.
Yeah, they definitely share the ball around, and that's a good thing, you know. There's times, you know, that we've seen during the season where maybe they've been a little bit too unselfish, but I think they got a good chemistry with making the right passes.
All right, LCA, 6-1 lead, off to a great start here in the first quarter of this opening round in Christian Academy and Louisville Shawnee. Shawnee had to call a timeout, kind of get regrouped because LCA in a 2-2-1 press. And there are 3 turnovers already. Kyle Rowe gets a deflection, almost another steal for LCA. And it actually winds up being a turnover as the ball goes off Shawnee out of bounds.
Reports out there say that Shawnee has a lot of trouble handling the basketball, and LCA is just using their quickness right now to make those turnovers happen.
Benton Nybert, the 3 ball. Rims out. Rebound. Shawnee, they're looking to run. Shots up. Oh, good. And the foul.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go against Nybert. Oh, they're going to give it a sign.
All right. John Stein gets his first foul.
Nybert was the guy taking the contact. He went down pretty hard on the court.
Quan Pitney with the old-fashioned three-point play, so that cuts the LCA lead. LCA ahead. John Stein bringing the ball up, getting pressured by Lloyd White from Louisville Shawnee. Jumper, rims in and out. Drew Trimble with the rebound. He's fouled.
That's one thing Drew Trimble's got to be today is he's got to be tough on those boards. You know, Shawnee's got the size. You know, they're pretty even there as far as height goes up and down the roster with LCA. But guys like Drew Trimble and you know, Kyle Rowe, Matt Rose, they've got to work those boards really good.
All right, first free throw by Trimble is good. LCA up on top, 7-4. Drew Trimble with a great stroke for a big guy, makes it. He's playing extremely well. Came off a double-double in the All-A tournament last week in both games against Motto and Sayer.
You know, part of me wishes that Drew Trimble would just get a little bit mean for a game. And I'll tell you, if he does, he would be one of those guys that would be just unstoppable because, you know, he's got the game. If he can just get just a little bit of attitude out there on the floor, he would be the total package, I think.
I agree with you, man. He's to me and then sprained his ankle in the early season. He is just now getting in shape after overcoming a lot of adversity and is playing at a high level. Round jump, banks in, but rims out. Shawnee rebound, 8-4, 5 minutes and 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter with the All-A turn. Louisville Shawnee out of the 7th region, tough region with Ballard, Louisville Trinity, and DuPont Manual in it. LCA playing their pressure defense. Rebound basket is good by Joseph Joel. 8-6, Shawnee.
Yeah, on the floor, LCA's failed to block out on those 2 trips, and that's the reason why Shawnee's got the ball back a couple times there.
Something I'm sure that Nate Valentine is going to talk about in the next timeout. He told me on his coach's show on Monday night that offensive rebounding is all about effort, and that's how they track effort, and he wants to report on that at the end of each quarter and at halftime, so I'm sure that's going to be a topic of conversation at the end of this first quarter. 3-ball attempt is up. Long. Nybert with it. Outlet pass to Matt Rose, who goes in, and he dunks it.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's one of the things, William, I think that people don't really realize about Matt Rose. He's not just a shooter. He's an athlete.
Yeah, he's a good one at that, too. You know, he's got a very good vertical and, you know, using his height out there. If he puts a little bit more meat on his bones, he could be one of those, you know, D1 players that you see out there that you hear on SportsCenter a lot.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Ooh.
Joel for Shawnee had the bucket on the last trip, makes it 10-8.
Kyle Rode was trying to make his way to the basket and kind of lost his footing there.
Get our first subs of the game. Drew Schott and Joe Davis check into the game for LCA. Give John Stein and Kyle Rode a little breather. Drew Schott been playing outstanding at the point guard position for LCA number 3. Passes into Davis. Outstanding three-point shooter, shooting over 40% for LCA from three-point range. And as Williams said, hit a big-time bucket in the game against Lafayette a couple weeks ago that helped them get a win in the district.
I may have said his brother's name, John, instead of Joe, but I meant Joe there in the pregame.
All right, 3-ball Benton Nybert is good.
Yeah, if he starts warming up the 3-point baskets there, it might be lights out here.
Yeah, you're right. Against Woodford County earlier this year, Benton Nybert went 6 of 7 from three-point range, so he can really shoot it. Trey King takes the offensive charge. Great play by the sophomore.
And did you see the bench for LCA just get up off their seat right there? You know, Trey King's been given a bad deal of cards this year with the officials. It seems like he's always in foul trouble. This time, the officials see it the right.
No, you're exactly right, man. My man has not gotten a break on any calls this year, so glad to see him get one there at the beginning of the game. 13-8, LCA ahead here in the first quarter of the All-A Classic in Frankfort. Benton Nybert already 2 threes this game. That one rims out. Matt Rose with the rebound. Sure, haven't we, William?
Yes, sir.
17-10, LCA in that full-court press. Looks like Benton Nybert's going to be called for a foul there as he was a little late on the steal.
I want to remind folks out there, too, the internet in this building's not great at all. And sometimes it may, you know, you may experience a little buffer and stuff like that. I promise you, after the game's over with, if you have any trouble, we'll upload a fresh copy of the game and we'll have it in its entirety as well. So if you are experiencing some buffer situations, it's because the internet in the building is all. Just want to throw that out there. I don't think we've been off yet, but just in case.
Good reminder there. We appreciate everybody tuned in. Thank you for your patience. If we have any problems, if you haven't watched the game again, it's in entirety. Thank you for tuning in. Shawnee with the ball, trying to cut into this LCA 7-point lead. Nice up and under move. Now Wesley for Shawnee, but LCA, looks like Trey King may have got Griffith on the arm there, so. Griffith's going to go to the line for 2. One of the things I think, William, that makes LCA such a great team is they've got a lot of good depth.
Yeah, they do.
Davis, that comes off the bench. Drew Schott. Trey King comes off the bench, and they don't seem to miss a beat.
Well, you know, you talk about the Davis boys and, you know, John, of course, out there on the floor right now, but remember the big game that Joe had against Cub Calf last year here in the game. He scored 5 quick points in like the last 30 seconds of the ball game. Do you remember that one?
Yep.
He came out here, hit a 3 and then a layup real quick.
Backdoor alley-oop play. Wow, that was a big-time play right there.
Yeah, that was big time.
That's something that UK, Willie Cauley-Stein, would be proud of. 19-12, LCA crowd loves it. They've run that backdoor alley-oop play several times this year and had some success with it. And beautifully executed pass from Kyle Rhodes to Matt Rose for the alley-oop dunk. Joe Davis has it, versus over to Matt Rose. Coach Nate Valentine says, guys, let's set the offense back up. Drew shot, outstanding backup point guard, gets it set. Kyle Rhodes missed 3. Over to Davis in the corner. Only got 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. LCA up by 7, 19-12. Out attempt by Johnson for Shawnee is off. Kyle Rowe with the rebound, and LCA off to a great start in this opening quarter. LCA ahead at the end of the first quarter, 19-12.
We're going to step out just for a second. We'll be right back here. Again, our score, 19-12. The Eagles are on top right now of Shawnee. We'll be back here in just moments from Frankfort, Kentucky.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Sports. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter. Locally owned and operated since 1972.
It's been my dream come true to be your Commissioner of Agriculture, and I view the people of Western Kentucky as our family. So TJ and I have chosen this time and this place to say to all of you, I will be a candidate for governor in 2015. We will start the journey to make Kentucky proud again. Thank you, and may God bless the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Hey, are you a hardcore sports junkie? Let us help you get your sports fix each weekday afternoon with Sports Talk here on AM 1250 WLRT. Hi, I'm Greg Horn, host of Sports Talk, and I'm a sports junkie too, so I know what sports junkies need. The latest breaking sports news, scores, and interviews with local and national sports personalities. So join us for Sports Talk Monday through Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. here on AM 1250 WLRT. LCA coming out of this timeout, beginning of the second quarter. 7-point lead, 19-12. We want to thank Robbie Davis for his sponsorship, making this All-A Classic Tournament game between LCA possible today. Appreciate Mr. Davis.
And I'll tell you what, you won't meet a better person than Robbie Davis. He's done a lot for us here at PrepSpin.
We really appreciate that. So people all over the country can watch this, especially relatives that don't want to see their young people play. So LCA with a 7-point lead. Joe Davis with the jumper, rims out, rebound to Joel, to Shawnee, big fella. They've got a couple of big guys in there, and Joel and Griffith, so they can compete with LCA in the middle. Nice spin move by Wesley, but it's off. Drew Trimble with the rebound. Nate Valentine, the head coach, LCA, says, let's slow it down. Let's get something set up in offense.
I think this is just basically giving LCA a little break, a breather, if you will, before they apply that pressure again that got them out to that lead early in the first quarter of play.
Wow, what a great spin move there. Great footwork by Drew Trimble, the big guy. He is just getting better every game now that he's overcome the appendectomy and the sprained ankle injury he had. He just gets better every game. So 21-12 now. LCA, we've got 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter.
You mentioned Trevor Hill earlier, and as LCA comes up with another steal there, but you mentioned Trevor Hill and his recovery. Man, he is actually about 2 or 3 weeks ahead of schedule is what I'm being told.
Well, that is outstanding news to hear. LCA is really good, but man, I'd love to see. It's hard to even think where they would be if they had him too, because he was playing really good basketball.
Trevor Hill made basically this Civic Center, his house last year. He had some really big games here.
He's just a junior, so we're looking forward to seeing him play again next year, and hopefully he'll be playing here again in the All-A Classic. LCA will be back.
Yep.
Trimble, great pass to the elbow to Rose, but misses the jumper. Good ball fake by John Stein. Kyle Rowe with the rebound up. So they're going to call offensive foul there on Kyle Rowe. Of course, when you're going against a guy that's my size, 5'9", usually the 5'9" guy gets the advantage on the call there, William.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he had a couple guys on him there, but I'm not even sure where the foul came from, honestly. I didn't see it up here, but
Rowe gets the steal. Oh, nice.
But he says the ball never lies.
That's exactly right. 23-12, LCA. That pressure has caused a lot of problems for Shawnee. And the foul on Drew Trimble on this one. It's 2 fouls on Drew.
I'm really amazed, at the support that Lexington Christian has here today. It really shows you that the bond that they have over there. It's not just a school; it's a family.
It's a great point, William. First free throw is good. Makes it 23-13. I'm sorry, whoops. I gave him 2 instead of 1 there.
Greg's doing double duty today. Our scoreboard is not compatible with what they got here, so we have to update it manually. So Greg pulling double duty.
Using that Tate Street High School degree to its fullest here today. Appreciate the opportunity to be on PrepSpin today with William Moorfield. I'm Greg Horn. Thank you for listening and tuning in. And Stein there got moving a little quicker before he got the ball, but turnover. But John Stein, William, he's done a great job, man. He's doesn't shoot the ball off, but as a point guard, he rarely turns it over.
Yeah, he's definitely good with the basketball. He's got a good handle with it.
All right, 23-14. We got 4 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the second quarter of the first round game for the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles versus Louisville Shawnee. Louisville Shawnee out of the 7th region, which is a tough region. Louisville Ballard, number 1 ranked Louisville Trinity and Manual in that. So they're 10-9, but you can tell that these guys are athletic and can play.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Rose, 3 ball in the corner. Rims out. Shawnee looking to run. White, point guard, penetrates, misses. Got the tip there by Griffith for Shawnee. It's a nice ball fake and jump shot there by Wesley, but it's off. Jonas Griffith's called for the foul there on Louisville Shawnee. That's his first, so LCA will take the ball out underneath their own basket.
Well, thank everybody for tuning in today, and again, thanks to Robbie Davis. He made this possible. There was rights fees associated with broadcasting here live today, and Robbie stepped up to the plate and said, "Hey, I'll take care of it," and we appreciate all he does.
Most certainly. Thank you so much, Robbie. 23-14, LCA. 4 minutes, 11 seconds here till halftime. Trey King with the jumper from the wing, and it's good.
Trey King showing that he's got a little bit of range there. I don't think that they counted it as a 3 because his foot was on the line, but nonetheless, that was a nice little jump shot from the outside from Trey King.
Yeah, he's just a sophomore. We were talking about him earlier in the pregame. This young man's got a lot of potential. I believe Coach Valentine told me I think he has like a size 15 shoe already. And
well, I was talking to Cheryl Road, Kyle Rhodes. By the way, I want to thank the Road family tuning in from Minnesota. They've let us know that they're tuning in today. But Cheryl said that Kyle has to basically order his shoes online, that you can't buy them at local stores, that his foot is so big.
Wow. That means there may be a little more growth left.
Yeah, I think I want to say she said that he wore a 17, 19, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I have to refer back to the messages that we exchanged, but I do know that he's got a wide foot, and they just can't find them in stores locally, so everything has to be ordered online. So just an 8th grader. Just an 8th grader.
All right. Well, Louisville Shawnee's had to call their second timeout. LCA's pressure has really affected them. That's something that Williams shared that the LCA had hoped to do in this game and create turnovers, because they felt like they could do that with their pressure, and that mission has been accomplished so far. 25-14 LCA. They had 4 minutes and 2 seconds left till halftime here in the opening round game between the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles and Louisville Shawnee. Great pressure. Another turnover. It's got to be tough, though, when you're for DeQuan Pitney, who's a short guy like me, 5'8", and you get Benton Nybert 6'2" all over you, and LCA's press makes it tough.
Yeah.
Can't see, and turnover, so LCA is going to set it up. Shawnee in their 2-3 defense. Benton Nybert, 3 balls up. Looked good when it left his hands, but comes out.
He's calling for it, too.
Yeah, I think he's feeling it today. He's already hit 2. Got 3 minutes and 35 seconds left here till halftime. Greg Horn and William Warfield here with you on PrepSpin.
Nybert got the shooting pad, I guess, on his I'm not sure what you call it, but it's some kind of elbow pad he's got on there today. But
guess you got to keep that shooting arm warm.
Yeah.
Ready to load.
He's ready to deliver, no doubt about that. And man, can he shoot from a long range out?
Well, there's Trey King with one of those unfortunate calls. We talked about something like he gets a lot of those. That's his second. So got 2 on Drew Trimble and 2 on Trey King here. Got 3 minutes and 8 seconds left. Another turnover by Shawnee. LCA full court pressure. They still have not been able to solve that yet, so I'm sure they're going to keep that rolling.
You got about 5 or 6 guys in the 11th region right now that could, shoot half-court shots all day long. Nybert's one of those guys. It's just he's a sharp shooter.
Has tremendous range. Kyle Rode has the ball. He looks inside to Trey King, can't find it. Great pass into Matt Rose, but he's going to be fouled and go to the free throw line for 2. That'll be the second on the big man, Joseph Jewell. I believe he may have signed to play football at Indiana State, and that kind of body, you can understand that.
He's definitely what we like to call a freak of nature out there. He's definitely chiseled.
Yeah, great physical body there, been blessed. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here till halftime. Matt Rose uncharacteristically missed the second one, but got that, the first free throw, missed the second one of the game, but he's shooting 87% going into this game.
I forgot to tell you coming into this thing that I'm a huge wrestling fan, so you have to excuse some of my terminology there.
That's awesome. Well, I'm used to it on my Thursday sports talk show. Anthony Combs, my co-host, he keeps me updated, so I'm glad to know I'm in good company. 26-14.
Double dribble caught inside the paint there for Shawnee. And the Eagles fans letting them have it.
Oh, yeah, they are very vocal. Great turnout today. LCA, great pass. Nybert to Rose. Wow.
Nybert sent that one into space, and that was almost a moon landing.
It is, yes, sir. It's 28-14, having a little problem with the score here, so I apologize. But 28-14, and Shawnee's going to have to call another timeout because LCA has doubled them up, 28-14.
Uh-oh. We'll try to fix that here and see if we can.
There you go.
I think it may be their internet connection here is what it looks like.
Yeah, we're not getting much of a signal right now, unfortunately. So. We appreciate you tuning in. 28-14. LCA is doing a great job with their full court pressure, giving Louisville Shawnee fits. Their backcourt's really struggled. I wouldn't be shocked if Shawnee's up to almost double digits in turnovers here in this opening half. I'm Greg Horn, William Warfield, PrepSpin.com. We appreciate you joining us. Thanks again to Mr. Robbie Davis for making this game possible to be on the air. We appreciate his support. Got a minute, 45 seconds left till halftime. Great penetration there by Lloyd White. Dumps it off to Joel, and he finishes. Makes it 28-16. LCA. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Turnover by LCA. White's got it, running for Shawnee. Nice finish there by Deontay Johnson. It's at 28-18. 1 minute, 11 seconds left. Nate Valentine, Shawnee comes out of that timeout, makes a 4-0 run, cuts it to 28-18. So Coach Nate Valentine says, hey guys, we got to stop this run. Don't want the league getting under double digits, so he calls his first timeout of the game. Looks like it may just be a 30 seconds since the guys are not sitting down. Nate Valentine, first year as the head coach, he's done a great job, William.
Yeah, he has. Definitely building a new era there at LCA and doing some outstanding things this season. I think, back when I was giving preseason rankings in the 11th region, I said, LCA was going to be my top team. We could talk about Lexington Catholic, also being in there as well. But, LCA's definitely got a team that, because of their depth and, they got a great opportunity this year.
I agree. I think they can do something special. We got 7 seniors and then a couple of outstanding young players, and Kyle Rode and Trey King, a sophomore and 8th grader. So future is bright.
I tell you what, though, coming out of the 11th region right now, as Nybert hits a long 3 again. That's his 3rd of the day, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Bryan Station has picked up Ronnie Carson from East Jessamine. He was East Jessamine's leading scorer. He's eligible now. He just became eligible. Had a game a couple nights ago and did outstanding for Bryan Station. He scored 20-some-odd points, in the ball game and did an outstanding job. So Bryan Station is going to be a tough team to beat from here on out. And then Dunbar's got their 3 players that were ineligible for a few games, to start the season. They're all back.
You're right,
11th
man.
Region stacked now.
Yeah, Darius Williams, man, he is a baller for Dunbar.
Yes, absolutely. And with Carson's in the lineup at Bryan Station, it's going to be tough, And of course they got to go through Henry Clay over there, but and Henry Clay played good against Ballard the other night too, didn't they?
They sure did. All right, we got 36 seconds left. LCA up 31-20.
That's a whole show. We could probably spend an hour on that on your show there.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I need to have you call in. We need to break down some of this 11th region because it is loaded this year.
It is.
And, I know you do West Jessamine games. They got a nice team.
Yeah, they do. They got, some sharpshooters on that team. They go about 8 deep on their bench. Coach Damon Kelly doing really good over there at West Jessamine. And, maybe we could do a special show one day. We talk about the 11th and the 12th, and that's pretty much your viewing or your listening area.
Perfect. That's exactly what I'm doing there. Signal is actually based out of Nicholasville, and we're in Versailles there at the station there. But
I remember you guys actually had a
15 seconds left in the half, so LCA looking for a last-second shot.
Yeah, you guys actually had an office in downtown Nicholasville at one point.
We did. Oh, 3 ball by Nightmare. He finally missed as long as he's been on fire. Oh, Matt Rose with the putback. Nice. All right, LCA is going to go into halftime with a 13-point lead over Louisville Shawnee, 33-20. Great, impressive first half for LCA, William.
Man, they come to play, didn't they? They sure did. And we'll get your halftime updated here. The LCA definitely come to play today.
Great start by LCA Eagles. Their pressure just really caused problems for Louisville Shawnee. They had to use 3 timeouts in the first half.
Yeah, it's played right into the way the Eagles probably imagined coming into the ballgame that they wanted to, come out and put that kind of effort out there. So going into a locker room with a 13-point lead, that's huge for them right now. And kind of helps them not to be stressed during their halftime conversation. And Coach Nate Valentine, I'm sure he'll make a few adjustments back there. But right now they're playing exactly the way that they want to play, I think.
Yeah, I think one of the few things is what you talked about, William, about the offensive rebounding. They sometimes didn't do as well with that as they possibly could have. And with the height that they've got, that's been a strength for LCA. But I'm kind of nitpicking at this point because 13-point lead in the opening game of a tournament, I hate to even bring that up.
And Shawnee's issues, I think, when they go into the locker room, it's all about, controlling the ball better. I think they are doing a good job on the boards in this ball game, but their problems come from controlling the ball, and I think they need to play a little bit slower game than what they try to run so far with LCA, because LCA, if you try to run with the Eagles, you're going to get ran out of the gym, and that's pretty much with any team.
No, you're exactly right. LCA is loaded, and the thing I like about LCA, William, is that they can slow it down, run a half court, they'll beat you in a half court, or, they can run and gun.
Yeah, absolutely. There's probably about 3 or 4 teams in the 11th region right now that can run and gun with you. Madison Central's one of them, Dunbar's one of them, Station's one of them, Lexington Catholic's probably the other.
Yeah.
Maybe Lafayette, but it's Henry Clay. I can't forget about Henry Clay.
Yeah, I went and saw them play Trinity last night.
It's a tough
I can't believe
region,
I didn't think of them. I saw them play last night. Oh my goodness, Greg, wake up, man!
I saw you too. I was going to ask you how that went last night, because that was a big game for Daniel Bryan and Henry Clay.
Yeah, well, Henry Clay had the lead going into the fourth.
Wow.
And then the score's a little deceptive. I think it was 8 or 9 points. But I don't know how to pronounce his name. Thieneman for Louisville Trinity. He's a small forward, 6'3". Man, he just took over. He had almost 15 points in the fourth. Just took over, shot, made 3 threes, drove the ball, got fouled, old-fashioned three-point, and he just took over. And so obviously everybody knows about Spalding, the big 6'9" guy that's going to Louisville, but this young man was really impressive. And I asked somebody, and they said they didn't think he was committed to college yet. So I'm like, man, he needs to send PrepSpin his videos and let us help him get a scholarship.
Yeah, definitely. That's what our mission here is at PrepSpin, is to help kids get into college through our coverage. And man, I tell you what, I really appreciate you working with us today. I think that what you put out there. I've listened to your show, and I've listened to some of your play-by-play, especially here in the first half today, and I think you do an excellent job, and I'm happy to have you. So.
Well, I really appreciate it. William Warfield knows that I cover LCA. We do a few games on 99.1 FM. We try to complement each other with PrepSpin, and he asked me if I wanted to come and help him today, and I really appreciate you, William, having me, and what a blessing it is. I had the flu and had to miss some games in early December, so I just pulled up my iPad and listened to you and Aaron, I believe. Aaron, is that right?
Aaron.
Do the game, so this is a beautiful thing, man.
Aaron's a rookie. We're trying to. He is the voice of Kentucky hockey.
Oh yeah.
So he's well versed, if you will, in hockey, but basketball is a new deal for him. But he's definitely got the voice. I think. Of course, we work with Gary Ball a lot too. Gary's wanting to do a game of the week. I think we're going to try to market that. Just try to do a game of the week with him, and he does an excellent job. And it's all about making those right connections. You, Gary, Aaron. And putting a nice team together that goes out there and cares about has as much passion about high school athletics as I do, and and that what our brand's meant for. Robbie Davis is another one of those guys I can't thank him enough. He believe it or not, the video switcher that we're using here today that I've had for the last couple of years now, Robbie actually bought that.
Wow.
Yeah, he this was back before his voice transferred to LCA. This is a true story. Robbie reached out to me, and without hesitation, or he said, "How can I help you?" I said, "Well, we really need to get a video switcher." And the guy comes to me with a check and says, "Here," and that's helped me grow over the last 2 years. PrepSpin wouldn't be where it's at right now without Robbie Davis. So I owe a lot of huge thanks to him, and Julie Hill's been great this year with LCA. Bill Nybert, Bill and Susan. they've been really good for us too. Terry Johnson's done a lot of good things for us. Talking about a new era at LCA, Terry Johnson's going to do some outstanding things there at
Yes,
LCA.
sir. No, I totally agree. He's brought a lot of energy in his first
Yeah.
year. Made 2 great hires under football coach and Ethan Ashley, and then Nate Valentine's had a great start to his first-year career.
Well, you know, Terry was with the Bluegrass Sports Commission for a long time, and the success that the Bluegrass Sports Commission had, in my opinion, was because of the hard work and effort that Terry put all into it. You know, he's a guy that really gets out there and gets his hands dirty, if you will, and he's a guy that you can count on to be in the trenches. You know, if you go to LCA basketball game, you know what I'm talking about, because he's always out there running around. I mean, it's amazing to see the guy work, and just to know how much pressure that he has on his shoulders, you know, being an athletic director, but yet, you know, he's there for everybody and is willing to basically pause what he's doing, you know, to help individuals out, and that's huge, you know.
No, I echo it greatly. I know
he's a relationship guy. That's, I guess, you know, to sum it up, he's a relationship guy, and he builds strong bonds with people, and that's what makes him so successful.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, he's just LCA, and I know he's helping PrepSpin. He's helped us at WJMM 99.1 FM. We've been able to carry a few games, and he just wants to get the LCA name out there, and works tirelessly to do that.
Absolutely, the big things to come. So we're going to step out for just a little bit. We're going to take a few of our commercial spots here. We do want to thank Kentucky One Health and Bluegrass Orthopedics. We also want to thank Julie Hill, Zija, Robbie Davis, Zija. I want to thank them. And also want to thank, of course, Sports Talk 1250, Greg Horn Show there. I want to thank him, and All Sports. I want to thank them, and of course Mike Hancock over there at Van Meter Insurance. Want to give him big thanks for helping us out this season, and we appreciate all the support here on the network. So with that said, we're going to step out just for a moment. We'll be back here live from Frankfort, Kentucky. We're at Frankfort Civic Center. It's the Eagles are up right now at halftime, 33-20. Also want to send a shout out to Miss Rose listening down in South Carolina. Thanks for tuning in.
Kentucky One Health and St. Joseph East are the preeminent healthcare providers serving the state of Kentucky. Kentucky One Health is the largest and most comprehensive health system in the Commonwealth. They have more than 200 locations, including hospitals, physician groups, clinics, primary care centers, specialty institutes, and home health care. Bringing wellness, healing, and hope to all. That's Kentucky One Health and St. Joseph East. Thanks to sponsors Julie and Tim Hill and Susan and Bill Nybert. Go Eagles.
It's been my dream come true to be your Commissioner of Agriculture, and I view the people of Western Kentucky as our family. So TJ and I have chosen this time and this place to say to all of you, I will be a candidate for governor in 2015. We will start the journey to make Kentucky proud again. Thank you, and may God bless the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
All right, welcome back to Frankfort, Kentucky. Greg Horn and William Warfield here with you for the opening round game for the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles against Louisville Shawnee out of the 7th region. LCA got off to a great start. Their full court pressure caused several turnovers for Louisville Shawnee, and in fact, it caused 13. And so William talked about that was one of the things that LCA coach Nate Valentine wanted to do, and William, it worked pretty daggone well. 13 turnovers for Louisville Shawnee in the first half.
Yeah, 13 turnovers with that pressure from the Eagles. And how about on the boards right now? Not on the boards, but on the board. Matt Rose with 12 points there, and Nybert's got 9, those 3 threes in there, and then, of course, Drew Trimble with 6.
Drew Trimble had a really nice game. Benton Nybert 3 for 7 from three-point range. Had a phenomenal first half. Those 13 turnovers, though, really hurt Shawnee, and LCA converted 10 of those into points. So great start for the Eagles.
Jewell's leading the way there for Shawnee, by the way. He's got 10 points in the ball game, Joseph Jewell. And looks like Jonas Griffith, he's got 4 in the ball game for Shawnee. So.
All right, we're back to action here in the third quarter. Just started this second half. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. Louisville Shawnee. Point guard Lloyd White, unfortunately a little short on that one, so LCA will take it back over, 33-20. LCA, same score we had at halftime. The Eagles full court pressure caused a lot of problems for Louisville Shawnee, and I'm sure they'll keep it up in the second half. Shawnee played some 2-3 zone, and now they're in the man-to-man, so. Kyle Rowe penetrate, nice move.
Nice little jump step and got right to the rim using his height as an advantage there.
LCA up by 15. Nice drive there by Wesley, but Nybert says, get that out of here.
He says, you're welcome in my house, but you can't bring that in here. Refer to one of my Stuart Scott's sayings there.
I like it, I like it. Wow. Nice up and under move by Joseph Jewell, showing that strength where I believe he's going to be playing football at Indiana State. Man, nice finesse on top of obviously some good brute strength there. He'll be going to the line for 2. First one's up.
He's got a good touch for a big man there at the free throw line.
He really does. He, I believe, was their leading scorer coming into it. He had 10 at halftime, and now he's got 11.
I jinxed him, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, the good old announcer jinx there. I've done that several times. Did it to Matt Rose in the first half of the free throw line, so I apologize, Matt.
Oh, a nice pass.
That was, wow. Great pass by John Stein. Kyle Rowe, great move, just couldn't quite finish. Shawnee running.
You know, in a year from now, probably I would imagine that, you know, that soft layup there from Kyle Rowe will turn into a dunk maybe.
I agree.
But that was a good pass. Definitely a good pass to him.
John Stein did a great job. I don't know if he's even averaging 3 or 4 points a game because he hardly ever shoots, but man, he does what a point guard's supposed to do, get the ball to your scorers, and he does it well.
He's got a similar role to what, you know, the point guard there for Lexington Catholic has, Talbot.
Yes,
you know,
Michael Talbot.
Yeah,
yes.
That's exactly the role that Stein brings to LCA, and you can honestly compare the two because, you know, they're the 4 generals. You know, they make things happen.
All right, we got a couple of subs in. Joe Davis and Drew Schott check in. Kyle Rowe and John Stein get a little breather, so both free throws are good. That cuts the LCA lead to 35-23. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. We just started the second half. We're in the third quarter here. Frankfort, I'm Greg Horn with William Warfield, PrepSpin. Appreciate you tuning in to this first round game between LCA and Louisville Shawnee. Wow, nice shot by Matt Rose. That's why he's preseason player of the year in the 11th region, William.
Yeah, he's definitely just an amazing athlete and a great person.
Great hustle there, LCA, Davis and Matt Rose in there on the alternate possession. It'll go over to LCA. 6 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just getting started here with this second half. It's been all LCA. They were up 13 points at halftime and continue to have a lead, increase that to 1 here. So
send a shout out to Gary Ball watching back in Lexington, and Gary's going to be with us on Saturday and Sunday. Oh,
wow. Woo!
Man, oh man.
I tell you what, man, UK Missouri's got nothing on us tonight, buddy.
Whew. I was sitting there name dropping, and then of course Matt Rose in there, he name drops a little bit himself.
Wow.
Wow.
I'll tell you, Scott Padgett and Sanford got them a steal right there. He is an outstanding player. Matt's verbally committed, not signed, but is verbally committed to former UK player Scott Padgett, the new head coach at Sanford. But I tell you, I hope he can hold on to him because, man, I believe he's a big-time player. LCA looking to run. Drew shot. Great pass. The finish to Matt Rose. Wow, LCA clicking on all cylinders, William Warfield.
Yes, they are. And I apologize to you that I took the play call away from you on that dunk. It happened so fast right there, but my goodness. Did you see, just reflecting back on that particular dunk, did you see how much he got up there? I mean, he was up around the top of the box.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I knew that he could shoot the ball, but I had not seen Matt play in person. But just looking at statistics and how well he shoots from the free throw line, but this year the thing that has blown me away the most is his athleticism.
The age is jumping out of the Civic Center here. I mean, that was just that was amazing. It was truly amazing. The crowd made you feel it too. That was the cool thing about it. If you were here in attendance, and hopefully you felt it back at home as well, and you heard the crowd reaction to it. But all the LCA fans that are here today just made you feel that dunk.
Yeah, that dunk happened right in front of the LCA fans, and they just totally crushed that dunk there. And the best part is that Drew Schott, who's the backup point guard, I mean, Coach Nate Valentine talks about he feels like he's got two starting point guards, and he's the one that threw that pass, and he does a really solid job too for LCA.
Yeah, he does. You're right. Just another one of those guys that he can rely on. You know, Coach Valentine's got three guys out there that can really run the floor for him. When you're talking about Davis, actually, you know, Matt Rose and Kyle Rowe can run the floor too. You know, so
you're right.
He's got about five guys that can handle the rock out there.
Yeah, when John Stein had a back injury in December, Kyle Rowe did play point guard. He was the backup to Drew Schott. So. All right, we're back to play here. That's the fourth timeout Louisville Shawnee's had to use. We got 5 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's all LCA, 41-23. And Louisville Shawnee, a little motion getting there. Their point guard, Lloyd White, he's had a tough day there with that LCA pressure.
Again, want to thank All Sports. We want to thank Kentucky One Health. We want to thank Bluegrass Orthopedics. We want to thank Greg Horn and Sports Talk 1250. I want to thank Gary Ball and the Ball Report. And want to thank, just a lot of different guys, a lot of different sponsors here on the network. So thanks to all of you for supporting LCA Athletics.
We greatly appreciate it. Great pass inside. And Griffith finishes it. 4 minutes and 39 seconds left. 16-point lead for LCA. Foul there on Taylor gets his second foul. LCA will be side out of bounds.
LCA is trying to add some Mike Hancock Van Meter insurance points to the scoreboard here.
Yes, they are.
You know, they're going to need them down the stretch. Don't want to lose focus against the Shawnee team, and I don't think LCA is going to do that today. But
I agree with you. I think they are focused. All right, we're getting up and down now. A lot of scoring by both teams, and kind of thought this might happen earlier if Shawnee could have handled the pressure, but they couldn't. But they have beaten it a few times, and makes it 43-27. We've got 3 minutes and 59 seconds in the third quarter, and wow, alley-oop dunks, shooting threes. What else can Matt Rose do today, William Warfield?
Why not?
Exactly. Why not? What a talented young man.
I believe he's working on a double-double, am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He
still up top, it looks like there. At least a jump ball situation.
He's got about, let's see here, I think that's 17 points possibly. And rebounds, he's probably got about 6. So I would be surprised if he doesn't have a double-double. Of course, he may not get to play a lot in the fourth if LCA can keep this up. But 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third quarter. So still a lot of time left. So he'll definitely be on the floor here for the third quarter. And I'm sure the beginning of the fourth. Davis has it. He looks inside. Rose bounces out on the wing. Of course, he's comfortable on the wing or underneath the basket. Coach Nate Valentine wants to set it back up. Drew shot, point guard position, has it, penetrates, tries to throw a bounce pass to Trimble, but a little bit low and turnover. Shawnee's got it, and they're running.
I think you're right. I think the kids that are on the bench, they're just, they're almost biting their fingernails down there wanting to get into the ball game. They see how many people's here, enjoying the game, and, it would help them, further along to get some experience today, I think.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that Nate Valentine would love to get them on the floor and then give his starters some rest and give his guys that practice so hard a little playing time.
Well, I'm telling you right now, little John Davis. I get those guys mixed up sometimes. But
14 is Joe Davis.
Yeah.
Joe is
little John Davis that's on the bench. If he gets in the ball game, we call him Kid Lightning. I'm telling you, he's going to light up that net.
He is. He's something to watch. All right, going to be a foul there on number 11, Jerry Taylor for Shawnee. Give a shout out to my dad, Ed Horn, listening. He's under the weather today. He was going to actually try to come up for the game, but fighting some congestion. My sister, Missy, is dialed in, text too. So we got people in Lexington, South Carolina, Minnesota. We're all over, William.
We're taking a basketball game that's huge here in Frankfort and all over the state of Kentucky, but we're taking it to the world today.
Absolutely. Drew Trimble goes up. He is fouled. Foul's going to be Riff has got it. It's his second foul. Trimble will be going to the line for 2. Drew Trimble just playing really, really well. He had a double-double in 2 games last week against Model and Sayre. Really, really playing well. And, man, Matt Rose is going to give you 20-something every night. But when Drew Trimble's rolling, 15, 18 points he had in those 2 games last week, makes LCA dangerous, William.
Yeah, they're starting to all be in sync. You know what I mean? Everybody's doing their own part out there, and it's a well-oiled machine.
All right, I got a text that we just lost our connection, but we're working on that. So it's already back on. My man William Warfield, he is the man. Good job, William. Our
internet is a little iffy here at the Civic Center. We're sharing the connection with all the media here, and it's not the best in the world, but we're working with it. And if we do lose a connection, we'll make sure that we upload a fresh copy of the game right afterwards.
All right. 48-27 LCA. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Great ball fake by Drew's shot, and he makes the 15-foot jumper. LCA up 50-27. 1 minute, 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Opening round of the All-A Classic in Frankfort, Kentucky. I'm Greg Horn with William Warfield. Thanks for tuning in on PrepSpin. We're going to be here tomorrow. At this rate, LCA is going to be playing again. I believe it's a 5 o'clock start, William. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm. So, we'll be right back here tomorrow night for that one, and looking forward to it.
LCA off to a great start. They were up 13 at halftime. They were up 33-20, and they have extended that. It's 50-27. 1 minute and 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. As usual, just Matt Rose leading the way, but Benton Iverts had a phenomenal game. Made 3 threes.
Yeah, he's been on par today.
Solid performance from Drew Trimble also. Unfortunately, Drew called for the foul there. It's his third foul, so Johnson will be going to the free throw line for 2 for Louisville Shawnee. LCA fans, unfortunately, he had shot an air ball and a jump shot earlier, and they're reminding him of that. You gotta love the love that the crowd gives you.
Yeah. The crowd plays the 6th man, and it's evident here today.
Yeah, LCA phenomenal turnout, and Buckhorn and University Heights in the first game was a nice crowd, and The teams coming in for the next game, Newport Catholic Central and Hancock County, they've already got here for their game. So we got a really nice crowd here today, William.
There's, what do you think, 3,000-4,000 strong maybe?
Yeah, I'd say that.
I'm not sure what the capacity here is, but I'm sure it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 12,000. But you got a nice crowd today.
Johnson, unfortunately, can't get a break today. It's his second air ball, so of course LCA students have a little bit of fun with that.
What's the LCA Eagles student section? What do they call themselves?
The Eagles Nest.
The Eagles Nest. Gotcha.
Yes, sir,
I know. Like at West Jessamine, they're the Colts Crazies. Of course, at Lexington Catholic, they're the Psychos of the Dungeon.
I like that. I hadn't heard that one. That's good. We got 35 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Of course, at Dunbar, you got the Dog Pound.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Well, Drew Trimble there, unfortunately, got the Shawnee to just get a loose ball, but he got called for the foul there while he was trying to fight for that one. So that's going to be his fourth. So Matt Rose is getting a short breather, but he's going to check back into the game. We got 32 and a half seconds left here in the third quarter. It's been all LCA. Louisville Shawnee out of the 7th region. Tough region. Louisville Ballard, number 1 Trinity. Manual is in the top 20, and they didn't know what to expect today. They were 10-9, but their record was a little deceiving when you played that kind of tough schedule that they've played. But LCA's clicked on all cylinders. As William said, Nate Valentine, the head coach, expected that their pressure might bother Shawnee from the film that they were able to watch, and it definitely has. As they've had over 15 turnovers, and LCA's capitalized on a lot of those.
They have.
9 seconds left. Rose with a three-pointer. It's off. Johnson's got it for Shawnee. He's pushing, looking to run. Passes over to...
Oh.
Wow.
Shawnee got what they wanted. They got the basket before the buzzer went off, but Trey King, what a nice block.
Yes, sir. Pitney went in, and Trey King said, get that out of here. But they do get a put-back basket there at the buzzer. So at the end of 3, LCA 50, Shawnee 30. I'm sorry. They're down by 20, 50-30.
All right, folks, we're going to step out for just a moment. We'll be right back here live from Frankfort, right here on PrepSpin.com.
Kentucky One Health and St. Joseph East are the preeminent healthcare providers serving the state of Kentucky. Kentucky One Health is the largest and most comprehensive health system in the Commonwealth. They have more than 200 locations, including hospitals, physician groups, clinics, primary care centers, specialty institutes, and home health care. Bringing wellness, healing, and hope to all. That's Kentucky One Health and St. Joseph East. Thanks to sponsors Julie and Tim Hill and Susan and Bill Nybert. Go Eagles.
Hey, are you a hardcore sports junkie? Let us help you get your sports fix each weekday afternoon with Sports Talk here on AM 1250 WLRT. Hi, I'm Greg Horn, host of Sports Talk, and I'm a sports junkie too, so I know what sports junkies need. The latest breaking sports news, scores, and interviews with local and national sports personalities. So join us for Sports Talk Monday through Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. here on AM 1250 WLRT.
All right, welcome back to Frankfort, Kentucky. Greg Horn and William Warfield here with you. We are in the first round game of the All-A Classic between the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles and Louisville Shawnee. It's been all LCA. LCA's ahead 50-30. We just started the fourth quarter. And there was a foul right at the beginning there. LCA, and so Louisville Shawnee is at the free throw line. Number 10, Jalen Wesley makes the first free throw, cuts the lead down to 19. LCA off to a great start. Their pressures bothered Louisville Shawnee all day. They've got over 15 turnovers, and kind of the start that head coach Nate Valentine was hoping to get. Second free throw was good by Wesley.
Miss Rose just texted me. She says from South Carolina. This would be Matt's grandmother. She said, "I'm loving the game. Thanks for broadcasting today." So we appreciate you, Miss Rose.
Absolutely. great for grandparents. And as I say, my father's watching at home. He's under the weather and he's tuning in. So people from Lexington all the way to South Carolina. Kyle Rowe with the finish and the foul's going to be going to the free throw line. See if he can do it the old-fashioned way. Pitney picks up the foul for Louisville Shawnee. That's his second. 7 minutes and 37 seconds left here in this ball game. Fortunately, free throw short by Rowe. Rowe actually shooting over 80% from the free throw line, so you don't see that happen very often. Nice drive for Louisville Shawnee. Number 11, Jerry Taylor with the finish. Shawnee really trying to pressure LCA now, but John Stein, not going to see him turn it over very much.
Probably see a lot of physical play here in the fourth quarter of play. You know, as Shawnee tries to foul their way back into the ball game, if you will.
Absolutely, 52-34. LCA up 7 minutes and 20 seconds left. I believe that's going to be the 1-and-1. So this fourth quarter might take a while, William.
Yeah, I think you're about right on that.
Well, we're glad you've tuned in with us, and hope you'll tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. is when LCA will play their second round game. They will be playing Buckhorn. They were the winner today in the first round game over University Heights, 55-51. Stein makes the first free throw.
Coach Valentine talking with the official here on the sideline, and I want to talk about perhaps some of the fouling going on there. Shawnee, he's trying to protect his players, what that is.
Yeah, you're right. It's been a very physical game, and as we've talked about numerous times, that LCA's pressured Shawnee, and they've turned it over a lot, so that leads to frustration. Then you're getting beat by 20 and down to 19 now. But, yeah, you can tell they get a little frustration on the Shawnee team, so referees, I'm sure, will stay on top of that. 7 minutes and 5 seconds left in this one. 3-ball attempt. Corner from Shawnee is off. It's going to go to LCA out of bounds. Matt Rose looking bound. He gets it in to John Stein. We're under 7 minutes now. 6 minutes and 57 seconds left in this one. Kyle Rhodes, Benton Nybert, Trey King open underneath, but pass took a little long to get there to him, so pull it back out. Back inside to Trey King.
Oh. I thought he was going to go up there and give us some Dominique Wilkins there for a second.
I was hoping so, but I think it looked like he was so shocked that he was that open. You know? He was looking like, okay, where is the defense? Is this a joke?
That's exactly what it was.
They're in the half-court offense, and it was funny. You look down like, where is everybody? And then 6 minutes and 25 seconds left, 55-34 LCA. I'm Greg Horn, William Wardfield with us today on Color Commentary. And had a great opening game here for LCA. Actually playing a little zone. They usually play man-to-man, but just trying to shake it up a little bit, give teams something to think about. And I'm sure Buckhorn's like, well, that's great. They got the full-court press, and they play a tough man-to-man, and now they got a 2-3.
I hear Rex is watching out in Phoenix, and Rex remembers Dominique, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Better believe that. 5 minutes and 59 seconds left in this ball game. LCA will play tomorrow at 5 p.m. They'll play Buckhorn. They won their first round game. John Stein with the steal. He's running. Wow. Oh, that great finish. But that was a painful fall. But John Stein is tougher in nails. He's actually, I believe, the senior class president, and he is a leader both on and off the court. And, of course, he shakes this one off. But that was a brutal fall, William.
Yeah, it was. As we're getting a close-up right now of the young man, and whew, that floor doesn't give very easy.
No, it doesn't.
But I'm sure that floor is made out of the same type of wood that Louisville Sluggers are made out of. So.
Yes, sir. Wow.
If that gives you any clue.
Yeah, that's about what it felt like. Jerry Taylor, that was his 5th foul, so that's going to be all for him. So he checks out. He had a rough day against the LCA pressure, but played extremely hard. So Sure not the way he wanted to finish this game today, but John Stein's going to go to the free throw line. I thought that basket was good, but they haven't put it up on the board yet, but now the official catches it, and so gives Stein the 2. Makes it 57-34 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in this game for LCA. Stein's free throw is up, and it's good.
Nice stroke. That's, again, you know, the sweetest sound in basketball is that ball going through the net where it doesn't catch any of the rim. It just makes that sweet string music.
All right, 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in this one. Deflection by Kyle Rode. He's got to have at least 5 or 6 deflections, which I know head coach Nate Valentine loves. His deflections show effort. A lot of those have led to steals, so LCA gets the turnover. Drew Schott handling it up on top for LCA. Matt Rose has got it on the block, but he's fouled. I believe Lloyd White is going to get that one. His actual first foul, a little bit of a mismatch there. He's one of their starting guards, and he's 5'11", and Matt Rose at 6'7". That's as Dickie V likes to say, an M&M'er. Mismatch, baby. Free throws off. You know, that's the only, don't want to be negative at all, because Matt Rose is actually one of the top free throw shooters in the state at 87, but he's missed 3 free throws today. But I know there's nobody in this gym that'll be harder on himself than Matt Rose will, because he is an extremely hard worker.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Matt finds a basketball court around and works on his free throws after this one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Nate Valentine says what a tireless worker he is, what a great young man he is, great leader both on and off the court. Still had a phenomenal game. Just missed a few free throws, but not a big deal. The LCA's up 58-35. 36 now, but really good game overall. Had 2 big dunks. My goodness. We've got 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in this one. LCA turns it over. Shawnee looking to run, trying to get back into this one. Kyle Rode, wow. Looked like a pretty good block from here, Mr. Warfield.
Yeah, it looked like he got all ball from up here at our advantage. I don't know, maybe the body got him or something. Who knows? But officials down there right on top of it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's why I'm up here and they're down there, because those guys do a great job. It's one of the things my brother Darren had talked about, and one of the things he's learned being out of coaching and doing broadcasting for the last 3 years. William, he said that, you know, he's noticed now that, you know, the refs 99% of the time that they're right. And, you know, nobody's going to be perfect anyway. Of course, we have video to go back and look, but he said that's one of the things he's had to learn, that most of the time the officials are right.
Yep.
We may not like it, but you know, it goes against our team, but they are, and those guys do a great job. Got 5 minutes left in this one. Either attempt is good.
You know, a really good official's right 90% of the time is what I've heard.
Average, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you're going to make some mistakes, and we're just human. We're human. That's going to happen. So, but Darren said that's one of the things that he really noticed, that most of the time, a high percentage, 90%. I'd like to be 90% good at most anything I do in life, William. That'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Well, that's definitely a good average. You know, in baseball, if you can hit 30% of the time, you know you're good.
You're a millionaire, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Underneath out of bounds for Shawnee. White tries to drive, but he's going to be fouled by Drew Schott. They're going to call the block on Drew. That's his second foul. So now Shawnee's in the bonus, so White will be going to the free throw line. Actually, double bonus for both teams now, I believe. So going to be 2 shots for White. We got 4 minutes and 55 seconds left in this game. First one good by White. Eagles still in command by 20 points. Second one is off. I think you're going to call Griffiths over the back. It's his third, so Griffiths is third. Played really well for Shawnee.
I got a feeling that Coach Valentine's going to let his guys stay in there to about the 3-minute mark, and then he'll let the younger kids get in there. I say younger kids, of course, that doesn't apply to Kyle Road, of course, because he is probably the youngest kid out there as far as grade level. But all the kids that are wanting to get into the ball game that haven't yet, I think will get a great opportunity here today.
Yeah, I agree. Trey King, just a sophomore himself, so these young guys getting some great experience. It's off. Shawnee's got it, trying to get points quickly because they're down by 20 with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. Nice penetration and a pass. Foul.
Trey's got to learn to go up with both hands. He's going up with one hand, and right now that's kind of I think that's really honestly where he's getting a lot of those fouls called against him is he's going up with one hand and more of a street ball type of an attitude, if you will, out there on the floor. But if he goes up with both hands, I think a lot of those calls will start going his way.
It's a great point. Great point. He's very athletic. He's going to be able to block a lot of shots, but we need him out there on the court. So he's obviously frustrated getting the fourth foul, and I'm sure if I'm him, he probably feels like he got all ball, but a lot of times you don't get those. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left. We got a timeout on the board. But hey, later today, if you get a chance, your drive home from work, tune in to AM 1250. Yours truly, Greg Horn, on Beyond Sports Talk. Today we've got former outstanding Wildcat and Mason County High School star Darren Feldhouse is going to be on. It's Throwback Thursday on Sports Talk, and we've been talking to different Wildcats. Last week we had Dan Issel, who had a pretty decent career at UK and in the NBA and the ABA.
You know, you ought to ask Darren today about his brother Alan that's over there at Madison Central and that state championship run he had, with Dominique Hawkins. That I was at that game. Actually, I wasn't broadcasting or anything like that, a couple years ago, but I was there. I was taking photos right underneath the basket, and I was on the same side of the floor that Madison Central hit those nice shots, and it that always, that's a memory that I'll cherish forever. I know that, but
absolutely, yeah, he's done a great job at Madison Central, and Feldhouse Willie was a good player, so that's. Their dad, Alan, of course, Alan Sr., I guess, was a phenomenal player. So good bloodlines.
Alan's got to feel, real proud, not only because of the state championship, but, to be able to win it right under his brother's banner hanging up there, that's
very cool. I agree.
Special.
That's a great point. All right, free those off. LCA. Matt Rose drives to the basket. Wow. No call there, but.
Somebody stole the eggs out of the Eagles' nest on that one, didn't they?
They're letting them play today, and that's okay as long as they're consistent on both ways. That road, oh my goodness. Almost another alley-oop finished by Matt Rose, but man, there's a lid on that basket down there.
You see Kyle Road in there, though. He had two guys on him trying to rip the ball from him. He didn't let it go of his grip at all, He was in there hustling.
Yeah, he did a great job there, and I liked how he walked away because those two guys, that was pretty physical, and show that kind of maturity for an 8th grader is amazing. All right, Drew Schott called for the offensive foul. Coach Dave Valentine not happy with that call. Turnover goes over to Louisville Shawnee. That's the third foul on Drew Schott. We've got 4 minutes left in this game. LCA up by 20. Very impressive opening performance. Johnson there for Shawnee. Thankfully hit the rim that time. He had 2 air balls before that, just having a rough day, but great ball movement by LCA.
Trey King was down on the court. Somehow he got it to Matt Rose. They ended up feeding Drew Trimble on that. That was a nice recovery. 3
minutes and 33 seconds left in this one. Wow, no, the coach doesn't like that shot there. Eric King just said, you know what, I'm feeling it. I'm going to jack this one up, but it's off 60-38. All LCA. They'll play tomorrow at 5 p.m. Hope you'll join us here on PrepSpin. Trey King, oh.
That was a hard foul coming from behind. King was looking for the promised land there, trying to dunk that ball in.
Yes, sir. And it took two guys from Shawnee to keep him from doing it.
He was driving on the wrong side of the road, evidently.
There you go. Trey King, free throw was good. John Stein checks back into the game. Drew Schott played really well. A nice, solid game that he does. Gives LCA from the backup point guard position every game. Filled in really well in December when John Stein was out with some back injuries. So, all right, free throw good there, 62-38. Oh wow!
Just kind of floated that one up there and found the basket. Oh.
Goodness gracious. What a game. That row's got to have over 20 now.
I bet Coach Padgett down there at Sanford, I bet you he wishes that Kyle Rowe was a little bit older, because you notice Matt Rose and Kyle Rowe, they've got so much good chemistry together. If they were both seniors, both at the same time, you would have the best 1-2 combo in the state on the same team right there. No doubt about it.
Yeah, they are a great tandem.
And they're in the top 10 right now. I mean, no doubt about that.
Yeah, they do have a great chemistry together. This LCA team, one of the things Nate Valentine said, he has his coach's show on 8:30 on Monday nights on 99.1 FM, and he's telling me what great chemistry that they have, even though Kyle Rhodes a young guy and Trey King's a young guy. The seniors, got 7 seniors, they still really encourage one another and support one another.
You know, I've talked to some of the players down there, and every one of them, they'll tell you the same thing. This is a brotherly bond. That's what it is.
All right, 66-40.
And it's such a strong bond that instincts become the same.
Trey King with the rebound. He's going to go to the free throw line, practice his free throw shooting for 2. We got 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in this ball game. I want to remind you that LCA will be playing tomorrow at 5 p.m. They'll be playing Buckhorn. Hope you'll join us here at PrepSpin for their second round game in the All-A Classic. Trey's dad, Marvin King, who's a pastor of a church in Winchester, he actually played at Drake University and had a really nice college career. So I think Trey King's got a lot of upside with him as just a sophomore.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if you remember watching Jackson Davis play over at Lafayette or not, but
absolutely.
You know, Jackson, he was one of those kids that came up, you know, really quick and started playing on the varsity team. And Trey's got a lot of that type of game. He can't handle the ball, I don't think, right now as well as Jackson could, but certainly the upside, you know, he's just as good as Jackson was at when Jackson was a sophomore. Of course, we all know what Jackson turned out to be, you know, playing for Butler now. And
absolutely.
He had a pretty big game the other night, too, for the Little Dogs.
Nicholasville native Chris Holtman, is that right? The head coach for Butler.
Is that right? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
From Nicholasville. He was the interim coach because their head coach had an illness, and they promoted him to head coach. So nice job for the Nicholasville native. I believe it's Chris Holtman. Had him on Sports Talk earlier this summer, and AM 1250, and he really nice man, nice young man, and happy to see a local guy get an opportunity to coach at the big Division I level. Yeah.
Here comes the younger generation of Eagles coming into the ball game.
Yes, sir. David DeMarcus there at the free throw line, and he stroked that thing. His dad used to light it up at Sayre High School and at Center College. We got in John Davis now.
Yeah.
William Moorfield's guy.
You watch. He's gonna light it up.
Austin Dick, number 20, is in the game. Bennett Roach, a senior who hit a 3-ball, I believe it was against Model last week in the All-A tournament. Just a great teammate, provides good senior leadership. Number 20, Austin Dick in. So good to see these guys get some playing time, William.
Yes, it is.
1 minute, 51 seconds left in this ball game. It's been all LCA, as you can tell by the score. Oh!
There's my guy.
William Warfield's guy, Mr. John Davis with the deuce.
That's Kid Lightning right there with a little floater.
I love that nickname. I can't remember what you called him. I love that. 1 minute, 32 seconds left. 70 to 40. LCA in commanding lead.
You look down here at this young Eagles team out here on the floor right now. It's the young platoon. You got the experienced platoon, and you got the young platoon. But the Davis kid out there, he's gonna really be the future at the point guard position. I got a big feeling about that.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice player. Christian McBeth has checked into the game, getting his first action for LCA, number 30.
Clinton County was crying when he left. I promise you that, because they know that the kid's got some game. And just like his father, Robbie. Robbie played for Georgetown College. I don't know if you knew that or not, but Robbie was at one time the all-time leading scorer down there at Clinton County High School.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Some good genes to work with there. So, and Joe and John are brothers. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
John shooting. He's definitely got his dad's genes. Davis.
John looks more like his mom, and Joe looks more like his dad.
Okay.
I take it back. I got that reversed. Joe looks more like his mom, and John looks more like his dad.
Gotcha. All right. 71-43 LCA. We've got a timeout. We've only got 1 minute and 3 seconds left here in this ball game. I'm Greg Horn with William Warfield, and I don't think things have gone much better for LCA today.
No, not at all. The only way that it would be better for LCA today is if number 10 was in the ball game today for the Eagles.
I totally agree with you.
He's down there on the sideline, and he's probably the biggest cheerleader that they've got right now, and I can't wait to see him back out there on the court.
Yes, Trevor Hill is having an outstanding season, and unfortunately tore his ACL against Dunbar in early December. And, he was having a phenomenal game that night.
In some of those games he was the go-to shooter. So credit the other guys for stepping up, and filling that void that they have in the lineup. But Trevor was, the go-to guy for the Eagles there for the last couple of seasons anyway.
All right, Austin Dig, the free throw rolls out. Shawnee shoots it. Comes up a little bit short. LCA will get the ball with 55.7 seconds left. 71-43.
He had it. He had it on line. Line of sight was good.
Yeah. Once again, we do want to thank Robbie Davis for helping make this telecast possible today. Appreciate his support. Join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. for the second round game for LCA against Buckhorn. Buckhorn won 55-51 over University Heights. They overcame, I believe, it was almost a 20-point deficit in the first half. University Heights was total control, and they just kept chipping away, and then they winded up getting the lead near the end and held on to it in a really good opening game here of the All-A Classic. So LCA will take them on in a second round matchup at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So got a clear out foul there on Louisville Shawnee's number 20, Stephen Morse. So the referee staying on top of it because got a lot of energy out there on the court right now, William, with all the reserves getting some much-deserved playing time.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a player control foul there, so no one-in-one situation there for the Eagles on that one.
Got 32 seconds left in this ball game. Oh, great recovery there by Davis.
Look at the pass.
Oh, awesome pass. McBeth almost finished, but couldn't quite get it. Kicks it over on the wing. Three ball is up by Justin Eiler. And comes up a little short. He gets it back. Oh, we're getting another three-point attempt. Oh, the three ball by Christian McBeth is good.
Nice shot.
That's going to be our ball game right there. Final score, 74 for LCA, 43 for Shawnee from Louisville, Kentucky, out of the 7th region. What a great opening game for LCA, William.
Well, you got to be proud. I'm not sure what Coach Nate Valentine's going to go to the locker room and tell these kids, but this is definitely a big win moving forward, and we'll wait to see who they get tomorrow there in that All-A Classic bracket.
Playing Buckhorn tomorrow.
So they're an Elite 8 team so far. Is that who they got? Is Buckhorn?
Yeah, they'll be playing Buckhorn tomorrow at 5 p.m. So Buckhorn 13-6. 14-6 now after the win earlier.
I wanted to say that we might have seen Buckhorn earlier in the season on PrepSpin, but I might be mistaken with that.
Where's the stream live?
PrepSpin. PrepSpin. Yeah. So sorry, as one of the guys coming over here asking me where are we streaming live to, but just wanted to. Anyway, LCA with a big win today.
Yeah, very, very convincing. We're hoping maybe we might have some statistics here in a moment for you, but we're just trying to, we're waiting on those to get that. But we really appreciate you joining us. Hey, on the way home today, if you want to catch up on the latest sports news, tune in to AM 1250. Yours truly, Greg Horn, will be hosting Sports Talk on AM 1250. And we've got former UK Wildcat and Mason County star Darren Feldhouse joining us today. It'll be a throwback Thursday, so I hope that you'll join us on the way home. But William Warfield and I have had a great opportunity today, and we're hoping that you will join us again tomorrow as LCA will be playing Buckhorn at 5 p.m. in a second-round game in the All-A Classic.
And had some fans coming up here interacting with us, wanting to know about streaming the games here today. I had, unfortunately, we're only doing LCA games, but
we get a few sponsors. They're willing to help us out. We'd be glad to help do that. It costs to do these games, so it's not free.
Yeah, there's rights fees involved, and as long as we can cover those, I'm game for them. So
absolutely. So if you know somebody in another high school that's in this tournament wants to do it, contact William at PrepSpin.com. And William, just I don't have words to describe. I just don't think he could have won any better for FCA today.
No, it was a good game, definitely, and the Eagles can take this win and take that into the Buckhorn game and keep positive, and it's good, that they're playing back-to-back days, because I think that keeps everybody in the right frame of mind as far as from a competitive level, being out there on the floor and just keeping things going really good for them from a mental state,
Yeah, and when you play this early in the morning, 10 a.m., obviously young guys, nobody, even UK, when they play those noon games, Calipari's talked about how that had been a struggle against Texas A&M, the starting time. And this past time when they played at noon, he said, guys, do you want to do the morning practice that we normally do before a game? No, Coach, we'll take the sleep, which, what a surprise, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. The high schoolers, it's probably a little bit more easier for them because they're coming out of playing, rec league sometimes or AAU basketball where they're used to playing, 2 or 3 games a day, or some of those games might be at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they're still probably used to that. But college level, definitely a different animal there. But well, of course, you're in the tournament there at the end of the season, but. I don't know what else to say. I mean, the Eagles played great today, and the fan support was amazing. I wish I had a picture to show everybody, all the fans that were here for LCA. They're all kind of down in the lobby right now, so hopefully the concession stand does well. But
I bet they're buying those tickets for that game tomorrow, which will be at 5 p.m. here, and we're going to be televising that here on PrepSpin.com, so we hope that you will tune in and join us. But we'll be playing Buckhorn, the winner in the opening round game of this All-A Classic. They had the dreaded 8:30 a.m. start today and had to play that opening round game. But LCA had the 10 o'clock game, but Buckhorn won 55-51 over University Heights. They overcame almost a 20-point deficit in the first half and chipped away at it and got the lead early in the fourth and held on to win 55-51. So a nice win for Buckhorn out of the 14th region. After that win, it made them 14-6. They're coached by John Noble. They've got, looking at their roster, have 5 seniors, so they've got some experience. But LCA with 7 seniors should be fine tomorrow.
Yeah, they're gonna do all right. Buckhorn maybe a little bit quicker than Shawnee. Shawnee was just so big, and there are a lot of football players on the team, but a lot of linebackers and big guys down there. But I think Buckhorn presents a bigger challenge for LCA tomorrow. But I don't think the Eagles will go down to Buckhorn. I think the Eagles will move on and play. I'm looking for that semifinal matchup, honestly, and I don't want to overlook Buckhorn by any means, but Cub Cath is probably going to be right there in that semifinals with LCA on Saturday.
Yeah, you're right. That'd be a phenomenal game there with Newport Central. Got our final stats there.
We do.
William does. So how'd LCA look today, William?
Well, leading the way for the Eagles today, Matt Rose, he had 23 points, 8 rebounds in the ball game is what he got credited for, so 2 shy of a double-double there. He was 2 for 5 from the line. That's the only thing there for Matt Rose that stands out as far as anything negative. But he just had an outstanding game today for him. Did a great job.
Yeah, looking at the team stats, Louisville Shawnee had 19 turnovers, and the LCA pressure just caused havoc for them.
Mm-hmm. Matt also had 3 assists in the ball game, so that's pretty good. And then Drew Trimble, he had 14 points in the ball game. Kyle Rode, he put in 6 for the Eagles. Joe Davis, he had a bucket in there. Austin Dick, he had 1 point from the free throw line. Let's see, Nick McBeef, he hit that 3 there towards the end of the ball game. So he feels good, and his team's probably giving it to him over that.
Absolutely.
Rookie getting in there and getting a big 3. Especially in an atmosphere like this today. DeMarcus, he had a bucket. So also John Davis on the scoreboard there with a bucket, and then John Stein, he had 4 in the game. Drew Schott, he had 2 in the game. And looks like Trey King had 6, and of course Benton Ibert with those 3 threes in the first half, did an outstanding job with that. So.
Yeah, one of the things I love from the team standpoint, we talked about, William, earlier, how unselfish LCA is. Had 15 assists. When I coached at Western, we always wanted to see if we could have at least 12 or more assists, and they got 15 today, so great job of ball movement by LCA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they work the ball around, very unselfish, especially, on some of those takeaways that they had, from Shawnee today that I refer back to one of the plays where Trey King got down on the court, and kind of ripped the ball away, and then got it out to Rose, and Rose could have easily scored a bucket, but he gave it up quickly there to Trimble for the easier basket. So court vision, they're very aware, are the Eagles, and they kind of see like an eagle, if you will, on the court.
Nicely said. Yeah, they really do. They play well. Speaking of Eagles, man, Matt Rose soared up for a couple of alley-oop special finishes today.
Yeah, those alley-oops that Matt put down today was some thunder dunks, and it's amazing. I've stood next to Matt, a few times, and of course, he's a lot taller than I am, but just thinking about how hard he was putting some of those slams down, get you thinking. If I'm at the fair, he's the guy that I want to, swing the what is that, the hammer, there to try to make the bell ding.
Absolutely.
Just because he just brings it. He gets loaded up and fires away.
Yeah, he really does. We know he can shoot the ball well, 3-point range, great free throw shooter, shooting 87%, and yet, man, can do alley-oop dunks, catch the pass, lob, and dunk it. So special player that is verbally committed to Sanford, and was preseason 11th Region Player of the Year, and he lived up to it today.
Yeah, he's definitely, there's players out there that's got hype. Matt Rose is one of the guys that lives up to the hype, and if you haven't had an opportunity to see Matt play in person, you're really missing out. It's one of the great things here in high school basketball in Kentucky this year is to watch Matt play and just continue to be successful out there.
Most definitely. Well, LCA goes to 16-6 today after this opening round win over Louisville Shawnee. Final score was LCA 74-43. LCA got off to a good start in this game. First quarter they were up 19-12. Their pressure created a lot of problem for Louisville Shawnee. They had 19 turnovers. Then they outscored them 14-8 in the second quarter. So at halftime they were ahead 33-20 and jumped out. Third quarter jumped right back on Louisville Shawnee. They made a little bit of a run, but Nate Valentine called a timeout. It got down to 10 points. Then LCA bumped it right back up. In fact, outscored them 17-10 for the third quarter, and by the end it was they were up by 25-30 points, and some of the guys on the bench that practiced really hard and pushed those starters, they got some much deserved playing time, William. It was good to see that.
Yeah, it was good to see, especially McBeath, who hit that three there towards the end, and coming into the ball game, a guy that very, very rarely sees any playing time. He's just happy to be part of the team, and just happy to be here overall. It's good to see him get in there and hit a big shot like that.
Yeah, most definitely so. LCA team-wise, they wound up shooting 52% from the field, 27 of 52. Three-point range, they're about at their average, 36%, 5 for 14. Only thing at all that could be a negative today, and don't like to focus on those, so we'll do it quickly. But free throw line, they were actually the #1 team in the state in free throw shooting 80% from the free throw line. And today only shot 15 of 27, 56%. So I'm sure Nate Valentine is searching for something. So that's the only thing at all that I could find that maybe he might be able to talk to his team about.
Yeah, you just gave me a tattoo there.
Yeah, about stabbing with my pen there, so I apologize.
But yeah, you're right. You're right. Nate's got a good team this year, and they're going to go pretty far. But the 11th region, it's going to be a toss-up. But if LCA can play the way that they're capable to play each and every night, there's going to be a big celebration over there in Richmond, and you're going to hear Eagles fans all over. If you're anywhere as close to that arena, you'll be able to hear them because it's going to be a celebration unlike any other. Of course, districts first. I don't believe, if I'm correct, I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't think LCA's ever been to a regional. Is that right?
I don't think so. Yeah,
I think that if they were to make it out of district, of course they got one of the tough districts there, with Dunbar and Catholic and Lafayette, but Tate's Creek, Tate's Creek's been kind of down.
Clay's playing well.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah. Now we're sitting there talking about wow.
The district, over there in that 43rd is, it's jam packed. I don't know if it pays to be the #1 team to get the last place team because, and talking just as a district standpoint, because every team is solid. 1 through, what is it, 5? Is it 5 teams there in the district?
I believe so.
Yeah, so because there's a play-in game, so there's 5 teams there, and then you got the semifinals and then the final. But it's a tough one, man. It's a very tough district.
I think that's one of the reasons Nate Valentine said that he scheduled a really tough December schedule. Played in the traditional bank tournament, #1 Trinity. I think they played #5 Manual, and Louisville Doss was a top 10 team up too. They played down in Taylor County in the tournament, so unfortunately they took some L's, but they really competed in all those games. Louisville Trinity was the only one that maybe they just probably didn't perform like he would have hoped. So hopefully that's going to pay off. 16-6, 8-1 in the region, and 4-1 in the district.
Yeah, and I've been saying Co-Cath. I've been meaning to say Newport Central Catholic, and I apologize about that. But that's the team that's going to be awaiting LCA in the semifinals, I believe. Not to look past Buckhorn, but I just think that LCA is a lot better team than Buckhorn now. Could Buckhorn come out here and hit on all cylinders? Absolutely. This is a big tournament, and anytime you're in a state tournament, you play on a different level.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Anything could happen in tournament time, but I agree with you. I think LCA, if they come out focused and they play like they did today, I think hopefully they should get the W. So we hope that you will tune in tomorrow with us. Dial us up, PrepSpin.com. We're going to be here broadcasting the second round game for LCA as they'll take on Buckhorn. So it's been a great time today. I really appreciate you having me, William.
Hey, I appreciate you. You did an excellent job as always, and we're glad that you're now part of the PrepSpin family, and we look forward to the future.
Absolutely, man. We do. Absolutely. We want to continue to get bigger and help reach a lot of high schools, make a difference. And today we appreciate you staying with us. Hope you did. No, LCA winded up winning pretty convincingly, 74-43. But it was kind of a close game, and they just kept pulling away. They were up 13 at halftime, and they made the final 74-43. And I appreciate you being with us. It's been a real joy to watch this, and love it that people like Matt's grandmother in South Carolina can watch the game.
Yeah, it's one of the best stories that I've ever had was a soldier over in Afghanistan being able to watch his kid play, while he was on active duty.
Wow.
He had 30 minutes to be able to do so, and used all those 30 minutes to watch our broadcast. And
wow,
that's pretty powerful. And then the Australian national team come over to West Jessamine one year. It was back when Jared was playing, Jared Polson. But we were video casting the game, and they were able to watch from Perth, Australia. It was Sunday morning there, Saturday night here, and they were able to watch. And it was like, it was like 6 or 7 in the morning there, But they were all up early and watching their team as they were traveling here in Kentucky playing our Kentucky team. So, two big powerful examples there. But
awesome.
Awesome. South Carolina is awesome, and Minnesota is awesome. To have fans watch, be able to watch their family members play games here. It's just powerful.
And we're not going to tell on the people that were working today and couldn't get away, but they were able to dial us up on their phone, go to the bathroom, and watch a little bit of the action too. So.
Yeah, we're on all those streaming apps, so you can get us on any mobile device, or you can even watch on your big screen. As long as you get that YouTube app and search PrepSpin, we'll definitely have you covered. So
PrepSpin's a beautiful thing. I love those stories you shared there about Afghanistan and Australia, and I know that's a desire of your heart that people would be able to see their loved ones play, and really appreciate you with the vision you had to start this company, man. It's an incredible thing, and I think the future is bright for PrepSpin.
Yeah, it's going to continue to grow. We're doing all the Kentucky High School Athletic Association state tournaments right now, and we're producing those. We created the YouTube channel there on for KHSAA TV. So that's some of the things that we don't brand PrepSpin, but it is PrepSpin producing those, along with a great company there in Lexington called First String Media that does all the camera work for us. We're out there, we're working with people. We don't feel like we're competition for anybody. We feel like, what we're offering out there is something exciting that's new, that's, that people want to see. It's something different that nobody else is really out there doing, and it's getting the fans inside the game, but also it's a great way to get businesses inside the game as well that couldn't find a means to be able to support high school athletics in a advertising aspect that we're able to now help them with. And the more that people advertise with us and help us out, the more games that we're able to cover. And we're out there each and every night, it seems like. So we appreciate all the support, and hopefully that keeps going strong.
Well, absolutely. Well, if you want to get information on how you can help sponsor some of these games, you can just contact William through PrepSpin.com, and he's got a great website. And you can also watch other past games at LCA, Lexington Catholic, also lots of state tournament events. So check them out, PrepSpin.com. You would really, really enjoy it. It's a great website, and I think the future is going to be really, really bright for this outstanding young company.
And, of course, the future definitely bright for your show. I listened again yesterday and caught you and Buzz Baker on there, and it's a unique show. You got something going there strong with that, and I wouldn't mind seeing that becoming a podcast on PrepSpin along, working with your with your radio station. So maybe we can get that going. But
absolutely, yeah, we do podcasts at 1250 Sports Talk. I appreciate your encouragement. Yeah, we do try to be something a little unique. I mean, obviously we talk about UK. We're going to do that, but there's also a lot of other things going on. You know, NBA guys in the NBA that are playing, and the NFL and stuff. And so we try to add a little bit of flavor there. We had Coach Nate Valentine yesterday. We're going to get you on so you can talk about PrepSpin, because I think you're a sleeping giant. So we kind of got our little niche there on AM 1250.
I don't want to get too far ahead there. We're very, very small, but we're doing big things, and that's the honest truth. You know, we want to stay humble, and you know, just like you with your show, you know, you got a heck of an impact out there at you know, but you know, just talking with you, you're down to earth, and you know, I think that's really where, you know, there's stars out there, you know, that have egos, you know, especially here in the local media. But I think if everybody stays humble, you know, you're very humble, I'm very humble. Gary Ball, he's a very humble guy. I think that's really what goes a long way. You know, there's no reason to think you're a superstar and, you know, act like a superstar, especially to the fan base here, because in the end, we're all here trying to highlight student athletes and getting their name out there.
Absolutely, make it fun, but also help people get college scholarships, as you said. And I like the story, share the story that you shared with me before we went on the air about the young man that you were able to help get. Is it a young man or a young lady?
It was a young lady, yeah, Mackenzie
lady.
Vaz. She signed with Kentucky Christian University yesterday, so we're proud of her. And you know, we were able to find her scholarship through a highlight video that we put together, and you know, that's what it's all about, man.
Absolutely. It's going to be beautiful. All right. Well, anything else, William?
No, man. I just really enjoyed today. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So we probably ought to sign off here before they charge us another $100.
I'm having a lot of fun too. But yeah, I probably will get back to Lexington, get to work, get ready for the sports call. But I want to thank you again. I'm Greg Horn. I hope you'll join me on your drive home from work today on AM 1250 for Sports Talk. We're going to have former Mason County and University of Kentucky Wildcat star Darren Feldhouse join us. It's a throwback Thursday on Sports Talk. So I'm Greg Horn. William, once again, man, thank you for letting me be a part of it. I look forward to doing it again tomorrow.
Thank you. And I truly enjoyed the prayer before the broadcast. You know, that meant a lot to me, so thank you.
Absolutely. Well, it's a privilege. I hope you'll join William Warfield and I tomorrow at 5 p.m. We'll be back for LCA's second round game in the All-A Classic tourney here in Frankfort, Kentucky, as they'll take on Buckhorn. So I'm Greg Horn, and I'm signing off over to you.